Hello, welcome back to Data Dave. Today, I'm going to suggest 3 low-cost, no-cost, yes, potentially free ways that you can get more out of your IT department. Before I close, I'll also throw in 2 juicy little bonuses, so stick around to the end. My suggestions are so simple and so obvious, they don't even need to be elaborated on when I come to them. So you'll be kicking yourself for not realizing their benefits sooner. But first, I just want to take a few minutes to offer some insight into why your IT department may not be performing as you expect, why projects run over time and/or over budget, or maybe even fail altogether. So let's begin by talking about IT strategy. An IT strategy is way more than just a plan for upgrading technology or a list of reports you need running. It defines how your business will use IT to aid growth and development. Technology plays a key role in every single aspect of your business, from HR, marketing, research and development, operations, strategic and tactical planning, finance and accounting, quality, and then anything to do with your customers and suppliers, leads, conversations, satisfaction ratings, retention numbers, interaction, and so much more. Yet, the IT department is often the neglected partner when it comes to strategic business planning. It's vitally important to have an effective IT strategy aligned to the strategic goals of the business, because without a robust aligned strategy, growth can be stunted or even halted. There's a video from Duke University in the US that explains what I'm summarizing in more detail. I've put a link to the description below. It was posted about 3 years ago, but from what I've experienced, it's still as relevant today, probably more so. So here are the 3 reasons why I believe your IT strategy may be ineffective. Business and IT leaders' strategies are disconnected. Things don't go as planned if there's a disconnect, and all too often the leadership teams and IT teams are simply just not on the same page. Possible causes are barriers to communication, not sharing the same vision, lack of focus, misunderstanding, and unrealistic expectations. The detailed nature of the language they use is significantly different to the way CEOs talk about revenue, cost, and visions, or how sales and marketing people speak about goals, achievements, and quick wins. Execs just don't understand, or worse still, some simply don't want to understand the challenges faced by IT teams. The IT department is considered the font of all knowledge, and executives tend to just decree something prefixed with a JF, as in just effing. So just effing do it, just effing get it done, just effing find a way. Yeah. Some of the biggest problems arise when the business leaders make decisions without consulting IT, something I've experienced personally countless times. The requirements capture team, when a project is being put together, tend to capture the voice of the senior stakeholders, the customers, the end users, the consultancy who is drafted in to advise, and then they engage with the business analysts and the data analysts who have tons of experience managing data for presentation and understanding problems and defining solutions. Who they don't tend to speak to is the voice of the experts, the data experts, who have real world experience of actually building a database end to end, who may be able to put some more insight into the project. I literally used to find myself in team meetings where we would either be told what our goals would be, or worse still, we'd vote on the things that we wanted to deliver. Edict or consensus was the order of the day. Whenever I tried to introduce the voice of reason, I was shouted down. The fact is that without insight from IT, the goals you're setting could be unrealistic. You have no idea whether your technology is able to support the change or whether your IT department have the right people with the right skills to deliver your demands. IT doesn't need to be involved in every strategy meeting, but it's vitally important to check in to make sure that they're actually on the same page and to get their input into the practicalities of delivering your plan. effectively ensuring the IT strategies are aligned with the business's strategies. The second point I want to bring up is that the IT team, because they sort of lack strategy, tend to not have even test plans. And if an IT strategy is not clearly defined, any goals, objectives are pretty much worthless. I was recently brought into a project to deliver an interim Microsoft Access-based solution that would be used in lieu of the online application going live. Before I realized what was happening, the online solution had been delivered based on the requirements laid out by the project leads in the 12 months before I joined the team. And it didn't work. It wasn't fit for purpose because they had no test plan. This is what we're talking about, part of the strategy for IT. If I had been brought on board earlier to build a working model, they would have known it wouldn't work before they committed it to code. Developers love companies that come to them and ask them, can you build me something that will do this? Because they know that when it doesn't work as expected, or the client comes back to them with a brilliant, now can you make it do X, Y, and Z? They can charge more for the changes and corrections than they did for the original build. There's more testing involved. The list is endless. And on top of the cost of the extra development, the extra internal cost of support and delivering workarounds. And it's not surprising that projects don't come in on time and budget. So if your only goal is to deliver on time and to budget, then by the time you realize there are issues, it's too late or too costly to do anything about it. I refer repeatedly to the cost of poor quality in many of my videos, and you'll find all the links below. Thirdly, and lastly, in terms of the issues, I want to talk about IT budget and what can realistically be achieved on your IT budget. With so many demands on the business, IT is often overlooked as it's deemed a lower priority. But without a realistic, focused budget, the IT department are going to struggle. They cannot be good at everything. And they will struggle to get the right people with the right skills to deliver your strategic goals. And you can't have a focused budget if you don't know what they need. Everything I've covered so far and much, much more is explained in detail in a video that I watched recently from Duke University in the US. I said that I've already mentioned this. I'll leave the links below. I highly recommend you watch it. It opened my eyes. Just watch it. So on to the juicy stuff. Now we're coming to the good stuff. Now we're going to discuss, or not even discuss, now we're going to cover the 3 best, in my opinion, low cost, no cost, yes, potentially free things that you can do about it. I'm not even going to go into any detail. I'm just going to list these. Number 1, overcome your fear of talking to your IT department. Number 2, listen to what they've got to say. Number 3, take the time to build up an appreciation of what they do, how they do it, the challenges that they face, the opportunities that they are more aware of than you are, and what or even who they need from you to make them more effective. Right? And that's it. Those are my 3 points. Pure and simple. Why then do I say that these things are low cost and no cost? 2 reasons. 1, it costs nothing to listen. Yeah. And 2, you're paying them anyway. Whether they're efficient or not, you're still paying their wages. If they're inefficient, they're a cost to the business. If they're more efficient, then they're a benefit to the business, right? In the late 70s, a guy called Philip B. Crosby wrote a book called Quality is Free. Now, clearly, any business function is not free. The message that Crosby was trying to get across is that the benefits of effective use of any function far outweighs the costs. So just talk to your boffins. Yes, they're going to waffle. Yes, they're likely to bombard you with techie jargon. But IT is a truly fascinating part of your corporate functions that's sadly neglected and undervalued. Once they feel part of the solution, they can be coached on the finer points of keeping it simple. And you actually might learn a lot yourself. And finally, I promised you 2 juicy bonus suggestions. And again, they're so simple, I won't need to elaborate. Here goes. 1, don't do this. Don't turn this into one of those back to the floor one-off exercises designed to make your IT team feel all warm and fuzzy inside. The benefits won't last 5 minutes. Do this. Do make the IT function a core element of your strategic planning processes. The benefits will be immense and long-lasting. And that's it for this video. Thanks again for watching. Do all the usual things. Ding the bell, click the icon, like if you liked it, let me know why if you didn't. And I'll see you again soon. Thanks again for watching a day-to-day video. Catch you later. Bye for now.